It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It looks like the fire did extensive damage here. Yet the oil lighter is placed here.
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some kind of trick with it?
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I could think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Monokuma's dead, and there's blood coming out of its stomach? Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of your life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. And you're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of his tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
It had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
Seem more pissed than usual these days, Monomi, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Oh, they're gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously wrong.
This rotten school trip's gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree until the end. Does that mean you don't think it'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something?
shut up! Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end so smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. And don't bring up strange stuff like that. She looks like she's in deep thought. What happened? Is there something weird about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. It's when the sprinkler heads are activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? Was the coil part of the spear used there? I don't know. You're right, I definitely see it. Looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. Since I've been staring at it, I think it's strange. It is strange. I should remember this.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home. Nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish this class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. But it looks like it's different this time. Doesn't matter this time. What does it matter?
So,
The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It's clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of the death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30. So it has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill! Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi. That's when we all split up to look for them. Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. Killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito, there should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than the fatal one. What was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I'm gonna go check out other places outside the warehouse. Tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall. They should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... Wait. Were the panel Monokuma things lined up against the door? And then by opening the door, it knocked them all down, and then maybe it ignited the lighter that started the fire in the warehouse? I don't know. And she couldn't open it, and then she kicked it down. Could it be... was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
The Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the others that are tipped over, that line is the only one that seems neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this strange? That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. This is an MP3 player, there's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe...
Looks like the weird music's playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, the music was playing from the MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was they're playing music from this? Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I wanted to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? She said it's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, you didn't come with us and you were just like hanging back at the stupid military base. Yeah. Plus when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing at that time?
Oh my! It cannot be!
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, shit! You son of a bitch! Sonia?
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry, I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake. How did you find out that they were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What? I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought I could use one of them to gain interest to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Nanami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs were the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I didn't think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us the real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it.
With this, I have explained everything. Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right. I got it. Alright, I'm done in here, I guess. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There's several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base and the plushie factory. Nezumi Castle and Nagito's room. If I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring the other places too? In response to her, they all gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in any other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
Then it's okay if we leave? It's okay? There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside the basket. Looks like there aren't any clues here. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on his laptop. No, it was a video that was set to play, I guess. At that time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop we can use as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with it, but it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it is locked, then maybe there is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Apparently the bombs that were stuck on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, the truck looked like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing particular that catches my eye.
My!
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, it's not... Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you'd normally run into.
However...
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
Alright!
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there's a bomb inside one of these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie!
Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb.
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? And you'll feel the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You were right.
However...
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs were all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or the factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well, time.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside of one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Yep, it did come from here. There's a flashy ornament on it. It's hanging from the wall. The spear's definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that was used to kill Nagito. The same whip-like cords attached to the end of the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of those spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear gun gear, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use a spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Well, yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on the end of it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely does look hard to wield. But still, they chose a spear for a reason. What could that reason be? Huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed on the truck bed.
Whoa!
Found it.
And what did you find?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like...
Survival knife? Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was used to stab through Nagito's hand?
Maybe...
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
Alright!
So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though.
Nope, not me. This is the first time I've been here.
Sounds fishy. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. There's nothing here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
Yeah, she said she was looking for the bombs and she couldn't find them. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. Yep. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did that to weed out the traitor. Is that really it? Did he only do that to expose a traitor? Maybe there's a different motive behind his actions. I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. It's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito's trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go.
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my! You want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do this while she was licking my back. What? She begged me to do this while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy, tough crowd.
Didn't do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste.
We don't have time to mess around, just hurry up and unlock the door.
Fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose. Bye-bye.
See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now. Yeah. Okay, so he stole Monomi's box. Anyways. So, Nagito is living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden in here as well. Fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Because it's it's Monomi's treasure.
Perhaps.
That treasure box. Do you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would he steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this beacons some kind of clue, you know. If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside there is a notebook. This is it? Why is the notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as though they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and turned things bad. Day 2, Byakuya's leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. Is this a diary? Looks like it. Did Monomi write these? Probably. The pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand it, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the fun house for 3 days. Everyone's so hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go inside the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? No, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Don't look at my notebook!
From out of nowhere, Monomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook from me.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No!
No, I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook. It's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are kitty. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
You're a liar. You always show up out of nowhere.
Who are you?
Monomi, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monomi can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands.
Here.
See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too.
What?
Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is it true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me.
If it wasn't Monomi, then who was it? Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about the notebook. Well, actually, might be better that I didn't ask her. Before I leave, I must take a visit to his bathroom. Yeah, there is that thing. What are you doing in Nagito's bathtub? He had a fridge? There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have one. I wonder where he got it from.
He probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There isn't really much inside. The only thing inside the fridge was a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right?
Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? Can you guys not read what it says? It says Monokuma's special poison for poisoning use only. I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and read the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. This is...
Could it be?
Yeah, looks like poison. Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little bit more detail. But be careful with the bottle, don't drop it.
Stop it, if you worry like that, I'm gonna start getting nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did he get something like this?
Well?
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel.
Applied to the bomb?
See?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The octagon. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there.
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the trial.
How dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he had already blown up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle's left in half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did he use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder if there's still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet.
Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on the island.
Everyone? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later.
Yeah, I agree. The bed that comes with the cottages looks just like the one in my room, but...
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed? It's a usual place for hiding things.
Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations, without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this?
Looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves.
Maybe he did get to set up a poison trap somewhere after all.
These look like they're the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did he use this for?
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed again and started looking around. The area where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum?
A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that cover jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait. Time out.
Who knows?
Might be too soon to decide that. The genres and types of items are all random. I can't make any sense of them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff there.
Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll leave the shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked back toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining them. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and things. There's no way there's clues here. That's a really fucking important book. He left that here? Yes. Oh my god, we need to look through this. So we know everything that Nagito knows. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information about all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. Can't believe you'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and stuff like that. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There is no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Well, I just found a strange file.
Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on the island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chucky leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togame. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No. Just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on the island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life,
Too bad.
it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
You're getting all riled up!
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think that surrounds Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Ultimate imposter? Every section was filled with question marks, and it could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter.
That Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the...
Wait. So the real Byakuya isn't dead? And it was just someone pretending to be him? What? A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake, or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though, I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami.
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
so cool.
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time.
But still,
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
oh.
'Cause that was his talent. Huh? Well, having a talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you attain the talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that. Regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might have been a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway,
I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? My skeptical nature's participating. Maybe that was him just being the fake. Whoever the hell the ultimate imposter is, that was maybe the real him talking?
Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No.
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew.
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who it is from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there's 16 profiles in there is what's wrong.
hmm.
I mean, the traitor's a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in there?
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you guys figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about
Was
this?
that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up. Wait,
Excuse me for a moment.
that chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
The last class trial. He said that right. The last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last one. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the Killing School trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors at once.
Well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on the file. I still can't see who killed him.
but still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine.